Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Okay guys, we're going to be seeing a video today. This is titled Life in Russia, Land of Extremely Beautiful Women. All right guys, let's go check this video out. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe, like this video when you find it interesting, and share as well. Okay, so let's jump into this.
С праздником вас! С Днем Великой Победы! Ура!
Hoorah!
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm here to show you the authentic side of countries most people only hear about in headlines. Russia has been on my list for years, and after spending weeks exploring from Moscow to St. Petersburg, I can tell you the reality is nothing like what you see in movies or news reports. This country covers over 17 million square kilometers, making it larger than Pluto itself. To put that in perspective, Russia contains 10% of all land on Earth. The sheer scale is mind-boggling, but what really shocked me wasn't the size. It was how wrong most assumptions about Russian life actually are. We'll explore Moscow's incredible metro system that puts most world capitals to shame. Meet the people who shatter every stereotype, and uncover why this nation continues to fascinate travelers from around the globe. I'll share the real costs of living here, the cultural nuances that took me weeks to understand, and some moments that left me completely stunned. 1. The metro system marvel. Let me start with something that immediately grabbed my attention the moment I arrived in Moscow. The metro system here isn't just transportation, it's an underground palace. When I descended those first escalators, I thought I'd accidentally wandered into a museum. Each station tells a story through intricate mosaics, chandeliers, and marble columns that would make European palaces jealous. The Komsomolskaya station features Baroque ceiling designs with golden details that literally sparkle under ornate lighting. Mayakovskaya station showcases Soviet-era artwork that transforms your daily commute into an art gallery experience. But here's what really shocked me. This system was built during Stalin's era, when the country faced enormous challenges, yet they invested in making public transportation beautiful for ordinary citizens. The engineering feat alone is staggering. Some stations sit 70 meters underground, deeper than most skyscrapers are tall. The efficiency puts other major cities to shame. Trains arrive every 90 seconds during peak hours. The entire network spans over 400 kilometers with over 200 stations. A trip cost about 50 cents. Compared to New York or London, a subway ride there could cost $4 to $5. 2. The architectural wonderland. Walking through Moscow feels like traveling through different centuries simultaneously. Red Square isn't just a tourist destination. It's a living piece of history where every building tells an incredible story. St. Basil's Cathedral with its colorful onion domes looks like something from a fairy tale. The legend says Ivan the Terrible ordered the architect's eyes removed after completion, so he could never create anything more beautiful. Whether true or not, standing before those 9 chapels with their unique designs, you understand why such stories exist. The Kremlin walls stretch for over 2 kilometers, containing palaces, cathedrals, and government buildings within a fortress that has stood for centuries. The contrast between these ancient structures and Moscow's modern skyscrapers creates a skyline unlike anywhere else on Earth. But it's not just the famous landmarks. Even ordinary residential buildings showcase architectural details that would be considered luxury elsewhere. Ornate balconies, detailed facades, and grand entrances are standard throughout the city center. 3. The economic reality. Here's where
This is really beautiful. Like, I like the fact that the streets are clean, all right, and it looks like a very wonderful place for tourist attraction, all right.
things get really interesting and where most people's assumptions fall apart completely. Russia's economy operates differently than most Western countries, and the numbers tell a fascinating story. The average salary in Moscow is around $800. In St. Petersburg, it's a bit lower, at about $570 per month. These figures might seem low by Western standards, but this is the crucial context most people miss. A decent apartment in Moscow starts at around $800, However, you can find older apartments further from the city center for $500.
Wow.
The key difference is the purchasing power and what you actually get for your money. A meal at a nice restaurant costs anywhere from $8 to $15. A week's worth of groceries might cost $30. Public transportation, as mentioned, is incredibly affordable. Even entertainment like theater tickets or museum admissions rarely exceeds $10. 4. The cultural depth. Russian culture operates on layers that take time to understand and appreciate. The stereotype of cold, unfriendly people couldn't be further from reality once you break through initial formalities. Russians value deep, meaningful relationships over casual acquaintances. This means initial interactions might seem reserved, but once you're accepted into someone's circle, the warmth and loyalty are extraordinary. I experienced this firsthand when a family I met invited me for dinner and spent hours sharing stories, traditions, and perspectives on life. The intellectual culture here is remarkable. Literature, music, and arts aren't just entertainment, they're integral parts of daily conversation. People quote Tolstoy or Dostoevsky naturally in discussions. Classical music performances are packed with audiences of all ages, not just older generations. Education is highly valued, with literacy rates reaching 99%. The respect for knowledge and learning permeates society in ways that surprised me. Even casual conversations often touch on philosophy, history, or current events with a depth that's refreshing. Sign up for early access to our next adventure, or hit the bell to discover more unknown places like this. 5. The natural beauty. Russia's natural landscapes are absolutely breathtaking and incredibly diverse. From the Arctic tundra to the Black Sea coast, this country contains virtually every type of environment imaginable. Lake Baikal in Siberia holds 22% of the world's fresh water and is so clear you can see 40 meters down. The lake is deeper than most mountains are tall and contains unique species found nowhere else on Earth. Standing on its shores in winter when the surface freezes into crystal-clear ice formations is an experience that defies description. The Golden Ring cities northeast of Moscow showcase traditional Russian architecture surrounded by pristine forests and rivers. These ancient towns preserve medieval charm while offering glimpses into Russia's spiritual and cultural heritage. Even within Moscow, green spaces are abundant and well-maintained. Gorky Park spans over 120 hectares and provides a peaceful escape from urban energy. The attention to landscaping and public spaces shows a commitment to quality of life that often goes unnoticed. 6. The technology integration. This might surprise many people, but Russia's technology adoption and digital infrastructure are remarkably advanced. The Yandex ecosystem provides everything from maps and taxi services to food delivery and online shopping with efficiency that rivals any global platform. Mobile payment systems are
really
widely
interesting.
adopted. Most transactions happen digitally, and even small vendors accept electronic payments. The internet infrastructure supports high-speed connections throughout major cities, enabling a digital lifestyle that's seamless and convenient. The contrast between traditional architecture and cutting-edge technology creates a unique atmosphere. You might use a smartphone app to navigate the historic metro system, or order food delivery to a centuries-old building. This blend of old and new defines modern Russian urban life. 7. The food culture revolution. Russian cuisine extends far beyond the stereotypical borscht and vodka, though both are excellent when prepared properly. The food scene, especially in Moscow and St. Petersburg, has evolved dramatically and offers incredible diversity. Traditional dishes like beef stroganoff, pelmeni dumplings, and blini pancakes
This is really
represent
beautiful.
comfort food at its finest. But the modern restaurant scene incorporates influences from across the former Soviet republics, creating fusion cuisines that are uniquely Russian. Georgian cuisine is particularly popular, with khachapuri cheese bread and khinkali soup dumplings available throughout major cities. Central Asian influences bring plav rice dishes and various grilled meats that add spice and flavor variety. The market culture is vibrant, with fresh produce, artisanal products, and specialty items available at reasonable prices. Food quality is generally high, with many products sourced locally or regionally rather than imported from distant countries. 8. The fashion and style scene. One of the most striking aspects of Russian culture, particularly in Moscow and St. Petersburg, is the incredible attention to fashion and personal presentation. Russian women are renowned worldwide for their beauty, but what truly impressed me was the sophisticated sense of style that permeates daily life. Walking through the city center, you'll notice that people dress up for ordinary activities. Going to the grocery store, meeting friends for coffee, or taking public transportation becomes an opportunity to showcase personal style. This isn't about showing off wealth, it's about taking pride in appearance and respecting social situations. The fashion industry here is thriving with both international brands and local designers creating unique pieces. Shopping centers like GUM on Red Square offer luxury experiences, but you'll also find incredible vintage shops and local boutiques throughout the city offering distinctive styles at various price points. What surprised me most was how this attention to appearance extends beyond clothing. Hair salons, nail studios, and beauty services are abundant and affordable. A professional haircut might cost 1,500 rubles or about $15, while similar services in Western cities could cost 5 to 10 times more. 9. Educational excellence. Russia's educational system produces some of the world's most capable minds, and experiencing this firsthand was truly eye-opening. Moscow State University, founded in 1755, ranks among the world's top institutions and attracts students globally. The cost of education here is remarkably affordable compared to Western standards. International students can pursue degrees for $3,000 to $12,000 annually, while accommodation costs range from $1,000 to $3,000 per year. Living expenses add another $500 to $1,000 monthly, making quality education accessible to students from various economic backgrounds.
Wow.
The academic rigor is intense but rewarding. Russian universities emphasize deep theoretical understanding combined with practical application. Students in technical fields often graduate with skills that immediately translate to professional success. The respect for education extends beyond formal institutions. Libraries are well-funded and heavily used. Cultural institutions like museums and theaters offer educational programs that engage people of all ages in lifelong learning. 10. The transportation network. Beyond the magnificent metro system, Russia's transportation infrastructure spans incredible distances and connects remote regions in ways that seem almost impossible given the geographic challenges. The Trans-Siberian Railway represents one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements. This 9,000-kilometer journey takes you across 11 time zones and through landscapes that change dramatically from European Russia through Siberian wilderness to the Pacific coast. A complete journey takes about 7 days and costs between $500 to $2,000 depending on accommodation class. Domestic flights connect major cities efficiently and affordably. A flight from Moscow to St. Petersburg takes about 1 hour and costs between $50 to $150. Even flights to distant cities like Vladivostok or Yekaterinburg are reasonably priced compared to similar distances in other countries. The highway system, while still developing in remote areas, connects major population centers effectively. Road trips through the Golden Ring or to nearby countries like Finland or Estonia are popular and showcase the country's diverse landscapes. 11. The arts and culture scene. Russian cultural institutions operate at a level that puts most world capitals to shame. The Bolshoi Theater isn't just a tourist attraction, it's a living institution where world-class performances happen regularly for audiences that include both visitors and locals. Ticket prices for cultural events are surprisingly accessible. Bolshoi performances range from $10 to $80. The Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg houses over 3 million items and would take years to see completely. The collection spans from ancient artifacts to modern masterpieces, and the Winter Palace setting adds architectural grandeur to the artistic treasures. Street art and contemporary culture thrive alongside classical traditions. Modern galleries, independent theaters, and music venues create a vibrant scene that appeals to younger generations while respecting cultural heritage. 12. The business environment. Russia's business landscape offers opportunities and challenges that differ significantly from Western markets. Starting a business requires navigating bureaucratic processes, but the potential rewards are substantial. Labor costs are lower than Western countries, while the educated workforce provides excellent human capital. The domestic market of 145 million people provides substantial opportunities for businesses that understand local preferences and cultural nuances. E-commerce is growing rapidly, with platforms like Wildberries and Ozon competing effectively with international giants. 13. The healthcare system. Russia's healthcare system combines universal coverage with private options, creating a structure that ensures basic care while allowing enhanced services for those who choose them. Medical tourism is growing as international patients discover high-quality care at affordable prices. Complex procedures that might cost tens of thousands of dollars elsewhere are available for fractions of those amounts. 14. The climate adaptation. Living in Russia means adapting to climate conditions that would challenge most people, yet Russians have mastered this adaptation in remarkable ways. Winter temperatures in Moscow average around -10 degrees Celsius, but the city functions normally throughout the coldest months. Buildings are designed with excellent insulation and heating systems that maintain comfortable indoor temperatures regardless of outdoor conditions. Summer brings a complete transformation. The same city that endures harsh winters becomes a green, vibrant place where people enjoy outdoor activities, festivals, and extended daylight hours. 15. The social dynamics. Russian social interactions follow patterns that differ from Western norms but create deep, meaningful relationships once understood. Building genuine friendships takes time and effort, but once established, these relationships involve mutual support, loyalty, and emotional investment that can last lifetimes. Family connections remain strong across generations. Multi-generational households are common, not from economic necessity but from cultural preference. Social etiquette emphasizes respect, particularly for older generations and authority figures. 16. The entertainment and nightlife. Russian entertainment culture combines traditional elements with modern trends, creating unique experiences that cater to diverse interests. Moscow's nightlife rivals any major international city. Clubs, bars, and restaurants stay open late and offer everything from electronic music to traditional folk performances. Cover charges typically range from $5 to $20. Cultural entertainment is abundant and affordable. Concert halls host everything from classical symphonies to contemporary bands. Theater performances, both traditional and experimental, provide intellectual and emotional experiences that engage audiences deeply. 17. The shopping experience. Shopping in Russia offers everything from luxury boutiques to traditional markets, with price ranges that accommodate various budgets. Major shopping centers like Evropeysky or Afimall provide international brands alongside local retailers. These complexes include entertainment, dining, and services that make them social destinations, rather than just shopping venues. Traditional markets offer authentic experiences where you can find everything from fresh produce to handcrafted items. Izmailovsky Market showcases traditional Russian crafts, Soviet memorabilia, and unique souvenirs that reflect the country's rich history. 19. The regional diversity. Russia's vast territory contains regions so diverse they feel like separate countries. Tatarstan, with its capital Kazan, represents a fascinating blend of Russian and Turkic cultures. The city features both Orthodox churches and Islamic mosques, often within sight of each other. The local cuisine combines Russian and Central Asian influences, creating dishes you won't find anywhere else. Sochi on the Black Sea coast offers subtropical climate and resort atmosphere that contrasts dramatically with Siberian regions. The infrastructure developed for the Winter Olympics transformed this area into a year-round destination for both domestic and international visitors. The Far East regions like Vladivostok feel more connected to Asia than Europe. The architecture, food, and cultural influences reflect proximity to China, Japan, and Korea. 20. The future outlook. Perhaps the most shocking discovery about Russia is how forward-thinking and optimistic many people remain, despite international challenges and media portrayals that focus primarily on political tensions. Young Russians embrace global culture while maintaining pride in their heritage. Innovation continues across multiple sectors. Space technology, nuclear energy, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology research proceed at high levels. Urban development projects transform cities with modern infrastructure, green spaces, and cultural facilities. Moscow's renovation programs have created pedestrian zones, improved public transportation, and enhanced quality of life for residents. The entrepreneurial spirit thrives among younger generations
This is
who
really
see
interesting.
opportunities to build businesses that serve both domestic and international markets. What surprised you most about these discoveries? Have you visited Russia or other countries that challenged your preconceptions? Share your experiences in the comments below and let me know which aspects of Russian life you'd like to explore in future videos. Don't forget to subscribe for more authentic travel content that goes beyond surface-level tourism, to explore the real cultures, people, and places that make our world endlessly fascinating. Hit the notification bell so you never miss new adventures, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore another destination that's guaranteed to surprise you. We are so glad you are with us today. Please leave a comment, like the video to support us, and subscribe for more videos. See you soon.
This is really interesting and wonderful. Like I am glad to see this video. The fact that Russia is not excessively expensive, like their things are affordable, they have wonderful cuisines, their transportation system is in order, like everything, the educational system is also affordable. All right. From this video, it is obvious that Russia is not that excessively expensive, it is affordable, and you don't have to like break the bank to live there or to go for tourism. And wait for the hostility to end and peace restored as well, because I'm pretty sure a lot of tourists have Russia in their bucket list and they really cannot wait to visit Russia. Okay, so I wish peace for Russia just so many people can come and see for themselves how beautiful and wonderful Russia is. All right, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on my next one. Bye.